There we go. All right. Let's do that. So today's talk in our series of the Seasons of the Soul is entitled The Softness of Surrendering. It is a talk that you may listen to more than once. The first time you will hear, and the second time it will resonate within your being as you pull it closer to your home. And we are going to begin again with the healing list of names. May I have the names, please?
Yes. Brian, Sue S., Jean and Robert, Dermot, Carrie, Evie Rose, Tim, Jasmine, Sarah, William, George, Ben, Jane, Lorna, Harriet, Sam, Eric, Stephen and Matthew, Mirabai, Anna Maria, Louise, Joy, Andrea, Don, Craig, Harini, Colin, Link, Isla, Mary and Geraldine, Cotty, Kieran, Helene, Amanda, Menachem, Mika, Owen, Kimberly, Gary, David, Leah, Marshall, Hillary, Simone, Deb Slow, Abby, Lucy, Ava, Levi, Elizabeth, Joyce, Jim, Barb M, Barb H, Dan, Lulu, Deb, Jesse, Jeannie and Jim, Janet and Bill, Phoebe and family, Leah, Nicole, Jody and Noah, Alex, Amanda, Ross, Karen, Aiden, Abby, Lily, Eric, Cecil, Rob, Susie, Rydell, Sharon, Philip, Kay, Paul, Vicky, Jenny, Brenda, Bob, Kath, David, Rachel and Josephine, Audrey, Irv, Jacob, Patsy, Deborah, Amrita, Susanna, Chris, Lisa, Sylvia, Maria, Nikki, Joanne, Stephanie Rhymes, Eduardo, Claudio, Stephanie, Linda, Karen and Joe, Karen, Reg, Alan, Daniel, Ron, Ollie, Caroline, Anne, Christine, Devon, Jamie, John, Linda, Julio, Lauren, Kathleen, Ricky, Jet, Nikayla, Kitty, Jeanette, Carrie Ann, the Betsworths, Spains and Lowe families, Angela's family and Chris Bright's family, Rebecca's family, Flo, Robin, Brenda, Avril, Maya, Steve, Dave, Mick, Irene, Sue, Pat, Raina, Simone, Val, Jane and family, Fabio, Marie and Jeff, Inga, Alex and Andrew, Laura, Deborah C., Elizabeth C., Abby, Aiden, Alex, Amanda K., and may all be happy. Thank you.
Peace does not arrive when the storms of your life pass. They arrive when you stop fighting the storm and allow the rain to be present. The exhaustion you feel in life is not because of the circumstance, the difficult relationship, the poor quality job that you are in, the pain of everyday life. But the exhaustion is from the internal battle, the fight that you have inside and say, this should not be so. The fighting of your life means that the driver of your life is covered in the exhaustion of the storm of the world. Yet you arrive into this location in some way, somehow. And this is where you are meant to be. But you take up your arms, you put on your armour, and you go into the storm and say, I will fight you. And you believe you can control the weather by going into battle and controlling the circumstance of life. And the ego battles the circumstance of life, saying this should not be so. And it associates the fighting with its need for control, its need to manipulate the circumstances and have them bend to its will. And the personality in you resists the storms as well, saying, if I do not fight, I will be swallowed whole. And the pain will be forever. And I will lose my very place in the world and become just a shadow that was once known. But the earth does not fight the rain. The tree does not resist the wetness, but sees the wetness as its invigoration for its freedom and its nourishment for its wholeness. The tree does not close but opens. It does not resist but allows. And it allows the rain, the snow, the hail, the sunshine in equal measure. The sky does not fight the clouds and say, you should not be here, but knows that the clouds have a part in its circumstance. For what reason, it may never know, but it allows the cloud to be the cloud. And you look within your being, and you fear the loss of self. But if you can just sit in the soul rather than the circumstance, there is a certain softness that comes. A softness that allows life to be life. A softness that just watches the world and allows the clouds to have their part. To allow the clouds to just be their totality, as grey and stormy as they wish, or as light and fluffy as they would prefer to be. The cloud is just the cloud. And if you resist life and fight life, the exhaustion will take you forever. But rather, you do not resist, you allow. You do not fall into your meditation room or your cave or retire to another room thinking, this is not the way it should be. Your life is made up of the word should. The ego loves it. You say, I should not be in this queue. I should not be in difficult traffic. I should not feel empty. I shouldn't have said those words. And he should not have done whatever he did. And you carry this weight of should, and it weighs heavy on your being and will be there for as long as you decide to carry it. For as long as you think the world should be in another order, another way, there should be another season. And the fighting and the resisting is what causes your fatigue. It is what causes your pain. It is what causes you to think you should be somewhere else, and your life should not be the way it is. But rather than battle the weather, resist the rain, and try to blow away the clouds, rather than waking up and saying it should not be wet again, but rather than fight it, put down your weapons and look at what is behind the weather. The sky doesn't blow away the clouds. The soul just offers a softness of observation. And the essence allows the purity of what is true to be present within the being. So turn your eyesight away from the external and first find what is internally true. And rather than saying this should not be so, change your words and say this is here. Now what? And choose to live first from what is true rather than what you resist or ground you in the purity of you. Come home first to the love that exists deep within your heart, to the peace that fills your chest, to the joy that despite all circumstance is available to you. It is not a case of changing the world, but choosing to live in truth first, choosing to be present with one's self first, and not go into fight and flight, where you tighten your chest and clench your jaw and resist all of life's being. That takes a lot of energy. But rather, be with what is. Surrendering is not about there being no circumstance, but by orientating yourself in the honest part. You're not the cloud, you are the sky that allows the cloud. And the cloud may be with you just moments or for a short time. Let it be as it wishes to be. So undertake a short exercise. And watch your internal dialogue. Is it full of all these shoulds and shouldn'ts? The expectations of the way your day should go? The way your time with your partner and your friends should be always full of love and peace. Assured that your family must always be in harmony. They are just clouds. See the word should and how it gives you the pains of life. And as you see this word should, choose in first to settle into the act of observing. And just come home to watching the cloud. It has presented today, but it may not be here tomorrow. And let it give you the rain which will then help you with the nourishment of cleansing your soul so that it can be the truth of its own light. And in observing your internal dialogue and your exterior world, rest in the allowance of the world to be as it is. And in your life the effort will change, the peace will arrive, and the sense of what is really true will come into your being. You cannot fight the storms of life, but the ego thinks it can. But reality will always win. So do not fight inevitability. Settle that this part of your season means that things will arrive, old needs will fall, and you settle waiting for the darker times to come. So as you surrender into this softness, the twilight grows longer, the days not quite as bright, and you know the winter is on the horizon. And now we must find our peace with the world and be ready for the darkening season without the resistance to grab the flashlight to brighten your day. It is not an end. This darkening time is the sign of your transition and your change. What was will go into pause before building what will be your new self. So the act of surrender is the act of allowing, but it is also the preparation for the stillness, which must mean the inner growth, the preparedness for life. So surrender again is not death but life. Death is expecting life to be a certain way and failing every time. Surrender is allowing the world to be as it is, and allowing your relationship with that world to be in truth and honesty by first grounding yourself in the sense of your inner aliveness, not the outer pain, the outer difficulty. The aliveness that sits within yourself and is ready for all circumstance. So watch your world this week. Watch how you add should to it. And that gives you the pain, the violent argument on the inside, and the resistance to the weather which is only for your benefit. Orientate yourself first in home. Life is not meant to be avoided, but you must view it correctly. May God bless you all. Okay, folks, another shorty. Not that there's anything wrong with short. Alright, folks, okay. Take care. See ya. Bye.